Um, I am laser, and for the kind of researcher I would be a learner because when I saw this project that I needed to do, and I was thinking to myself, what would I be? I looked up what the archetypes are, if there are any archetypes that I need to look through that suits me the best, and I've kind of done some minimal research showing I can't really find any, and I was kind of just saying I'm a learner, mostly because I'm still trying to figure out how to do good research. I'm still kind of trying to get things going. Not that I don't know how to do that at all. Like I know, get the articles, summarize them, do your own research at times, like the polls that I did earlier this semester. Uh, so when talking about these projects have done this semester, I have done two. I've done a first person research, or not a primary research, a secondary research. Primary research is where you conduct your own research. You like do a poll, interviews, stuff like that. What I did was I did a poll to see who would they vote for in each presidential election since Washington's election. So they were actually, it was very interesting to see. I wouldn't say shocking because most of the people who got the poll was people I already knew, and they, of course, I kind of knew which way they were kind of go. Most of them went more the right-leaning candidates, like Trump, I think, like RFK and Trump, I think tied the 2024 poll. Ron Paul did pretty good. Like the Libertarian candidate surprisingly did pretty good. I think what surprised me was Ralph Nader. I think either won or almost like tied one of them. And some of the left-wing candidates did. Like some far left candidates did pretty alright. The reason why the far left candidates were in there, like the third parties were in it, was because I was doing top five. I kind of did the top five because I was thinking of putting Joseph Smith in it because he ran in 1844, but he got assassinated and wasn't on any of the polls. He wasn't he wouldn't have made it on any of the ballots anyway. Joseph Smith wouldn't have. Now the secondary research was also was my most difficult one. Yes, the primary research was only difficult because I was procrastinating and I was procrastinating. That's what I was doing. I shouldn't have as much because I had to look at them. I had to take multiple days just making that poll because around 60 elections I have to put down. Then I have to take the 60 election results and put them on put the results on it and then talk about them and stuff. Which was some of them were, I will say, yeah, some of them were surprising. I thought FDR would have done better in his polls, but he didn't. There's now going on talking back on the secondary. That one I also kind of procrastinated on, but I had to get not seven, I think like five or six different articles for it to do my thing. And what I was researching was Genghis Khan's lineage because he has a huge lineage. You know, a lot of people come from him. You know, they he had multiple there's multiple groups, clans, families, royal families that all come from him, which I think is kind of wild that one guy did all of that. And like he was just like throwing those kids out. Like it was kind of wild to me, so I wanted to do some research on it because it was either that or try to find articles on Genghis Khan's effect on the climate because he killed so many people. Some like he caused a man-made climate change of temperatures going down in certain regions and trees start to regrow where they had kind of been being destroyed. But there wasn't enough articles on it that I could find. There was barely enough articles or lists that like each day when working on that article or on the essay, um, I would go day by day, like each night. I would stay up almost to like 11 or 12 because that's normally what I do with my schoolwork. I wait till the night to do it, and that's kind of not the best strategy, but that's the best I got. Um, and a lot of times, um, you'll um, like oh, a lot of times when I was looking for them, I would have most of the first hour trying to find most of the first hour of doing that work was finding the article in the first place. And some of them, the first few were actually easy to get. Like the first three on like um, the numbers, the lineage, the amount of people that ascend from him, all those first few were relatively easy. It just a lot of them got hard because a lot of them were saying the same things. I was stumbling on the same article a few times, and some of them were kind of hard to summarize for me because I didn't understand all the things it was saying because they were also talking in these scientific terms that I didn't understand, and I'm not that big in science and stuff. I could get what they were talking about, like Y chromosome and stuff like that, but when they were talking about like star clusters and stuff like that, which like is Genghis Khan's like thing and stuff, is like chromosome and stuff that they could find in multiple people. That's kind of difficult to me. It was kind of difficult. But what these taught me is that I have room to improve, and I kind of need to improve throughout the years because I'm going to be doing a lot of research stuff in college. Because I'm in college, so I got to do all this research stuff, whether I like it or not. But so I through this, these taught me that I'm still learning, and I can get better, and I will get better. My grades depend on it. I depend on it. My future as either a teacher, because I'm going into history education. I'm either be a history teacher or might go into politics. That's one of the two. And research is good for both of that because there's for a history teacher, I'm researching history, seeing all these different views on how history played out. There's a lot of theories on how things went and what could have been, like alternate history, stuff like that. In terms of politics, going into politics, there's all these political theories I have to figure out. I got to research conservatism, libertarianism, liberalism, communism, and all their like different branches because it's really not enough to say I'm a liberal conservative because there's multiple sects of liberalism and conservatism that don't always align with one another, and you need to like kind of research that and see which fit you the best, because as much as it was kind of hard doing these things, it was kind of hard for me for most of it. I think it made me a better researcher, better student. I don't know, better person, maybe, but it let me learn more about Genghis Khan, his lineage, and stuff like that. my next research projects I'm doing, I'm gonna have to go in with more of a plan, which I intend to do so. So I hope this turns out well. Might post this on the YouTube channel, but see ya. Like, this is for English too, so that's just if I do upload this. Well, see ya.